All right, so welcome back, everybody. This is the final part of the course, part 5. And like I said in a part 4, I told you there's going to be one secret that I'll be revealing to you in this particular part 5 of the course. So without further ado, let's jump into it straightforward, right? So this secret is an indicator, and aside this indicator, I'm going to give out some rules for you to follow when you want to enter a trade using this particular model. I think today we're going to use our board as well, so let me get that ready for us to work with. Right, our board is here, but before we come to the board, let me just go back and show you a few stuff over here. So like I was saying, we are going to make use of an indicator, and this is the indicator we are going to make use of. It is called session. So when you come to trading view, you can just come and search the indicator that you want to use. Over here, I'll come to indicators. All right, this is the indicator I'm using. All right, sessions by 𝘍𝙍𝙊𝙆𝙍𝙍. This is the indicator I'm using. Okay, this particular one is the one that I'm using. Right, so you can just search it. Sessions. When you search for it, it will come. Then you select this particular one. All right, so once you turn it on, I'm using for London and the New York session. Right, when you come to the settings, there are some things. You see the Asian session is the first one, but I've turned it off. If I turn it on, you can see the blue line or violet line appearing on the chart. I don't need it, so I always turn it off. Right, so I leave the London and the New York session on. Why is this necessary? All right, let me explain to you quickly. Right, so this strategy that I'm working with right now, it works well in London and the New York session. That's how come I trade only these two sessions, London and the New York session. Anything that is happening in the Asian session, which is mostly the white part over here, all right, the part that has no color, all right, I don't do anything over there. This is the indicator we are going to be using. All right, and if you don't want to use the indicator, you just have to know when the London session open, when the New York session open, and when they close. You just have to know that, and you don't necessarily need to know, to use this indicator. Right, so yeah, that is one thing. Now the second thing I want to tell you about this strategy is that it works well in a trending market. All right, a market that is trending, that is a market that you have to use it. You don't want to be using this strategy in a market that is moving like this, as a market that is moving this way. No, you don't want to be using this strategy in this market. You will get frustrated, guys. You will get frustrated if you are using this strategy in a market that is moving this way. You get frustrated at the end of the day. Instead, you want to use this this strategy in a market that is either moving this way, a trending market. A market that is trending upwards like this, or a market that is trending downwards. You don't want to find yourself in trading a consolidation or ranging markets with this particular strategy. You want to trade a market that is trending. You understand? You want to trade a market that is trending. You don't have to waste your time on a market like this. No, guys, you don't want to do that. Right, so now the third thing that I want to also share with you as far as this strategy is concerned, let me use my drawing tool over here. All right, I think I'm going to clear off most of the stuff over here. Let me see. Yeah, let me just do this. Okay, I can just put it by the side. Yeah, that's fine. So like I was saying, the thing that I want us to look at when it comes to using this strategy to trade is this. I'm going to draw a line over here, and I'm going to refer to it as my line of neutrality. Now when you are trading this strategy, there are some things you want to avoid. You see, price could actually, let's assume we are having an uptrend, right? So price is definitely moving upward. Let me use this. So price is moving upwards like this. Then price decides to start pushing down. Like, so this is a week of the candle actually. Then once this happen over here, price begin to push up again. All right, price begin to push up again like this. Now this is scenario 1. All right, if you see something like this, you don't have to enter a trade over here. All right, remember I told you that you enter a trade when price pull back below your line of neutrality and later on break above it. That is when you take a trade. But when you see this thing, you don't want to take this trade. You just have to avoid it. Now let me see if I can copy all this, and I don't want to draw again, so let me see if I can copy all this. Copy. Let me see if I can paste. Okay, I can paste it over here. That's fine. Good. So let's modify this particular one over here right away. All right, I believe you're on track now. Let me add one more to it. Let me just add some small candle over here to it. All right, so if I want to ask you a question, what do you think is the difference between these two drawings? I believe you can see both of them are almost similar things, but then there's a difference between these two drawings. One, this one over here, it left the wick of the candle below the line of neutrality. Remember, we are considering an uptrend market, and this one over here, there are candle bodies below the line of neutrality before price actually finally break above the line of neutrality. So this is what we want to see before we enter the market, before we enter a trade. We don't want to follow these wicks and enter a trade. So whenever you see the wick of candle just below the line of neutrality before price finally breaking above, just ignore it. Okay, we want to see candle bodies below. All right, candle bodies, not a wick of a candle bodies before we jump in to the trade. That is what we want to see. So now let's look at the chart and see what we could see if we could get something to work with on a chart. Right, anyway, let me change the template for you to the tutorial. All right, I believe this is visible, so let's use this particular one over here. All right, so I'm going to turn on the session, all right, to make things easy for us. Now we are on a 50-minute time frame, but one thing I also want to tell you that the time frame actually doesn't matter like that, because if you should be given a raw chart right now, let me just get a random chart and check with you. So let's assume, all right, I copied this particular chart. Let me bring it here. I just want you to understand why I'm telling you that the time frame is not something that really matters like that. But then if you want to do your top-down analysis, you have to follow it from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Now, if you see this chart right here, would you be able to tell me the exact time frame it is? If let's assume you don't know the time frame I took the screenshots from. Will you be able to tell me the exact time frame this is? No, you will not be able to tell me the time frame. Okay, so yes, ICT says something, right? If you've learned ICT strategy before, you realize that he said that price is fractal, right? Meaning anything that is happening on one time frame, the same thing is happening on another time frame, just that the candle on that particular time frame might have taken more time to form. All right, the time interval varies, but the same formation happen on every time frame the same way. All right, so now let's look at something. All right, we have a trending market over here. Okay, we assume we've had our top down analysis done already, so this is what we are having currently. Okay, and we've seen that there is an uptrend over here. Now our swing high and swing low, you shouldn't forget that. Okay, you shouldn't forget it at all, because those are the things that are going to be helping us a lot in this market when we are trading. So now this is a swing high over here. When price is pushing up, this is the first structure that it broke over here, right? This is the first structure that it broke, so we're going to label this structure over here like this. Now once price is pushing up, this is what's happened. Price push up just a little bit above it and it came down. Now what we want to say is we want to see price pushing up above it. Fine, there are two entries over here that appeared over here. The first one, price broke above right here like this, okay, and came down, depositing candle bodies below. So now you will see over here price actually broke over here above the line of neutrality again, and that is with the body of the candle. So yes, over here you could just enter a trade right here, then put your stop loss over here. You're going to put your stop loss over here. Then like I said in a previous video, it targets the previous high from the higher time frame, example the 4-hour time frame. I don't want to go there now. So you could target that and just roll with it at least 1:3. All right, at least 1:3. At least target 1:3 risk reward ratio. Okay, now that's the first entry. Let me show you the second entry. All right, let me show you the second entry. Let me delete this actually and show you the second entry. That's the first entry. Now the second entry, where exactly is the second entry? You will see on the same line again. All right, once price broke above over here, it went, as it broke above, so it came down again. All right, you can see it came down, and right now we have the body of the candle over here. That's what we want to see. There's a body of the candle over here, and what happened next is price broke above the particular line again, and this one was very sharp. Remember, this is happening in a New York and in London session. All right, so yes, over here, so we're going to put this over here. Our stop loss at the same old place over here. Then we target at least 1:3 risk reward ratio. All right, yes, that is it. Let's look at some other parts of the chart and see if we could get some before we go. Remember, this is a choppy market. You don't want to be trading that, guys. You don't want to be trading in a choppy market. So let's see. This was an example I showed you the last time, so I believe that one you're already aware of it. Okay, so let's have a look at what is happening over here as well. Now once price starts pushing up over here, where is the first place price broke structure? This is the particular first place price broke structure. All right, remember, this is happening in a London session. The structure got broken in a London session, so it broke and price moved up, then it came down. Finally, what happened? We've seen candle bodies over here, guys. Candle bodies below over here. Now what do we have to do? We wait for price to break above, then we enter. Now did that happen? Yes, price broke above over here, and that is with the body of the candle, right? So we're going to enter the market right here. All right, we're going to enter the market right here. Now if you could see, there is a drawdown. I don't know, let me see. There is a drawdown. Price pushed back down before trying to go up, right? So price pushed down up to this level. Let me push this to over here. All right, before going up. So the ideal place for you to place your stop loss should be here, guys. Should be here. I know that is almost 180 pips, right? It should be here. That's the ideal place for you to push to put your stop loss, right? Before you be able to feel comfortable in this trade. Now, one thing about this strategy is it helps you to place a stop loss at the right place that you're supposed to put your stop loss, not because you want a tighter stop loss or whatsoever. No, the right place that market can get invalidated. That is where this strategy allows you to place your stop loss. So after that, you can target 1:3 at least. All right, and if you see this has done 1:4 risk reward ratio, all right, it has done 1:4 risk reward ratio. Now, if you are somebody who is aggressive and you want to enter multiple positions, you could easily do that. Let me delete this. You could easily do that. Once price broke above this, you see it came down, all right, before pushing up. As it pushed up, it broke above again. So this is a point that somebody would like to enter multiple positions will actually pick another trade, and this time the person will put a stop loss right below over here, then target at least 1:3 risk reward ratio again. That is it. Very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple, guys. You just have to risk reward. That's why I keep saying something about risk management. I think we will need to have another time to talk about risk management, but for now, this is the whole strategy. All right, this is the whole strategy. You use it to trade in a trending market, not a consolidating market. And you also need to see candle bodies below before you start to actually, think of picking a trade. All right, if you don't see candle bodies below, if you don't see candle bodies like this, then you don't want to enter a market. All right, you don't want to enter a market. If you see wicks like this, please just ignore. All right, just ignore. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be all for this video, and I hope you've learned something from it. If there's any question at all you want to ask me, just leave it in the comment section. And I believe after this, all of us, we are going to start trading on the Telegram channel. If you've watched this video, then we are going to start trading together on the Telegram channel. I'm going to be giving out my chart markups and signals, right? So let's do this together, guys. Let's do this together and let's make the best out of this forex market. If you want a lot of examples, you can just request for it. I'll take you through and show you other things, right? My name is 𝘍𝙀𝘾𝙊𝙆𝙀𝑐, and I'm going to see you in the next upload whenever possible. Stay tuned. I can't wait to see you at the top. Let's crash this forex market together. And remember, this strategy works well on gold so far. Yeah, I've been using it on gold actually. So yeah, let's do it. You can check out the video description. Join my Telegram channel. Yes, and let's keep the energy up over there. All right, I'm so much excited, honestly, for finishing up with this course with you. I'm so freaking excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited. I'm very, very much excited. All right, that's going to be it for now. Let's say what we're gonna do next.